Welcome to Stellaris Warzone, part 2 of the Unboxed In segment. You have Avarice and JT with you right now. How are you guys doing? What's that, JT?
I said unboxed in.
Unboxed in. So welcome to Stellaris Warzone. Here we run simulated AI battles between 10 select empires to battle it out in a Stellaris competition like no other. We are in season 2 of the Warzone. We're switching things up. We're getting a better, better feel for how to run a business. And we are getting through. We just have Hover now entering the headquarters here, the MC section. So welcome everybody, and then some. How's that 11 o'clock start, Hover?
Hey, I'm at 11:12, so it's pretty close.
Did you run into some of the expectations I was expecting you to run into?
Yeah, but I mean, you got to admit, I was pretty close. It's pretty close.
But who was correct at the end of the day?
We're both correct. This is a better time. Look, JT's even on.
I'm just being sarcastic with you. I'm right now just flipping the shit is all I'm doing. We started on time. Everything over here is Gucci, as far as we could say. I was just giving you shit because I get to see that face where you get to turn red and go, yeah, you were right, Avarice.
You were right, Avarice.
But I worked extra hard to get here. That's what you're supposed to say.
That's funny. So you guys actually just started the stream just a few minutes ago, right?
Correct.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I'm jumping on so I can keep up with what's going on.
With what's going on? Well, why don't you tell us what's going on? What do you see, Hover?
What do I see? I see a lot going on. Let's see. Let me sit down on my chair here. Get fixed on the screen. I'm making a bowl of Raisin Bran cereal right now, actually. All right. So, what do we got? We got Bikini Bottom locking this place down. The Lavish Collective actually doing pretty fantastic as far as lands, total area. Then we got the 9 Circles. That's JT's build. They're doing pretty well over there. Just not quite as much diplomatic strength as Bikini Bottom or the Lavish, but they're doing really well up there. Bikini Bottom has such a crazy fleet. Looks like the cleansing's trying to come back as well. Trying to start some trouble.
Double trouble!
Yeah, double trouble. Like last episode, things really calmed down after the Stay Puffs were destroyed. So now that there's no real existential threat, I mean, the cleansing's still here, but obviously their fleet strength isn't enough to wipe everybody out. So while they do carry a bit of pressure and fear, I think they're more fearful, or they're more scary to smaller entities. For example, the Guido gang looked like it might get taken out by the cleansing, actually. So that's pretty unfortunate for Hippie. Guido gang just holding on. 14K left. That's unfortunate. It looks like the cleansing actually is striking back at the very end. Try to take out a couple smaller entities. Man, what can Guido gang do to get out of this?
And that is the question, right?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it looks like it's case closed for the Guido gang.
Yeah, we're going to be doing the 21 gun salute pretty soon.
I mean, like I said, this is going to be a boring day. Sit back, relax, enjoy your coffee. This isn't I don't think this is going to be an exciting event. And part of me thinks that this might be over today and we're going to have a special event on Friday.
A special event?
Well, I mean, if this ends, we got to come up with something for Friday. I'm not just going to leave it blank.
Yeah. Well, you think we're going to make it through 137 days today? The MCs duke it out? Oh, shit.
Here's the thing. I think that we make it through the whole end of the show just based on if the cleansing gets wiped out and it's just Bikini Bottom, right? And the 9 circles and the Lavis. There's nothing left to fight.
Right. So it's going to be pretty slow.
It's not only going to be slow, there's no crisis. I mean, I could legitimately play it out and nothing will happen. So
do you want me to pull an audible and just jump into one of the empires and create chaos?
break Bikini Bottom into pieces?
No, bro. I'll just join 9 circles and just declare war on everyone that jump out.
But do you think the 9 circles has what it takes to hold off Bikini Bottom?
Does Bikini Bottom have what it takes to take on the 9 circles? Is the real question.
Yes. Yes, they do.
I'm sorry. Do they have a dragon?
They could potentially have a dragon. Does the 9 circles have a dragon?
They do have a dragon.
Is it alive?
I can neither confirm nor deny the status of the aliveness of a dragon.
And I think the dragon's dead. I don't see it.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Could that be in the units?
No, you would see it. It would
Hostile
be a
fleet
blue
engaged.
skull on their capital.
Not a green skull?
Not a green skull. No.
Construction ship
They're not a
under
green
attack.
skull?
Well, do you see a green skull?
Yeah, but where the fuck keeps jumping around like an asshole? Right here.
Science ship under attack.
And if you see a green skull, then they probably have a dragon.
Station under
Right here.
attack.
There's a couple green skulls.
Ah, so they got the babies. Nice.
Station under attack.
Nice.
Oh, the 9 circles are fighting. They're being attacked by Bikini Bottom.
What will happen? Only time will tell.
Hover's being all quiet. This is the moment of reckoning for Hover. This is like Monster Truck of Times.
It was the best of times. It was the worst
Javi.
of times.
I'm in 5th place. I believe I am. Oh, the 9 circles are in 5th place.
Hostile
Oh,
station
yeah. It's
engaged.
all coming together.
Dude, the Bikini Bottom is doing nothing but impressing me this season. Man, I can't believe they brought it down to 6 empires. And one of them is a breakaway. And the Guido gang is gone. Man, Bikini Bottom is massive. Well, welcome to Stellaris Warzone. We are in a new day, part 2 of the I'm Boxed In segment. Avarice here leading the charge. Appears that JT is muted and walked away. Hover is muted, walked away. Avarice is a lone wolf. All right, so this is it. I am deleted. Oh, did we get the new one? What is that? Oh, okay, no, yes, no.
Wow, Avarice. Literally, if I don't talk for 30 seconds, you can't hold down the fort.
A new one. What is it? What is this?
Oh. Man complains about me not
Hobby
talking.
had no.
Yeah,
Hobby added a new emote. I'm looking at it.
Okay. Well then, what is the emote?
It's an X.
It's just an X?
I don't know. I think it says can't be or trusted. It says trusted in it.
Ah, so it's the can't be trusted button.
And then what's this one? Is that I'm boxed in? Oh! Oh, we got the I'm boxed in! The range of emotes.
Shout out to Sir Deletus.
Our emotes are in, boys and girls.
Ladies
Hit that
and gentlemen,
subscribe
boys
button.
and girls, like and subscribe.
Get your
the new
emotes. So the bits next. I don't even know what this stuff is. I'm just getting lost in the
sauce.
The sauce. Getting lost in the sauce.
Getting lost in the sauce.
Get lost in the sauce. This is crazy. Where's Hover when you need him?
Probably helping customers. The man, the myth, the legend. I like how I come back to try to have some type of dialogue and commentary, and then you just get lost on the emotes for 5 minutes.
Dude, how can you not?
Had to take my first customers of the day. Did you make a sale? I did, yes. Because I'm good. I'm like a megacorp out here, you know. Yeah, for anybody in the chat that is wondering, Hover is a salesperson for Manscaped.
What?
He just got done selling 5 cases of
excuse me, my official title is Vice President Executive of Marketing and all commodities in the store designated to North America. So yeah,
Starting pay $7.99 an hour.
Hold on 1 second.
Oh, okay.
All right, we're back.
Hello. My phone did that weird thing to where it's like, I'm here, but I'm not here, but I'm also here, so it has to reconnect me to be here, and I don't even know where here is.
No, I just got a phone call and it said real estate, so I thought it had to do with my house, but it didn't. So, but like with that my housing situation, I want to make sure that I get my if it's my agent, I got to answer it right away. So
Yeah, I think all three of our phones messed up at the same time. My phone got glitched out. The screen was all sideways. But yeah, welcome back, everybody.
welcome to the Warzone.
The Stellaris Warzone. It's like,
I don't know what
welcome
the
to
bits are.
Stellaris.
I'm excited. I'm excited. You two hold the fort.
Oh yeah, of course. I can hold the fort.
Hold on, Hubbard. I'll grab the fort from the left. You grab it from the right, and then we just like pivot it up the stairs. And so, hold on.
That's best practice. Okay. So you just rotate the fort 90 degrees.
No. You gotta take 2 steps back and then twist it to the left.
Yeah.
No. My left, not your left.
Two more.
You know what? We're making this so much harder than it needs to be. We just gotta take off the towers and then pull up the drawbridge, and this entire thing will be a lot easier to move.
Yeah. That's the Family Guy episode, the couch and the door?
Yes, it's the Star Wars one.
The Star Wars one, right.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever moved a couch in a door like that?
Yes, I have. I've moved several houses for several people. I would say the worst thing I've ever had to move was a buddy of mine. Right when they were moving out of their house, they had this really old style, like what do you call it? Like not nightstand. What would it be? Like bedside table, I guess. Like little dresser, drawers, whatever you want to call it. And so I had to lift it up and carry it down really steep stairs. And while I was trying to carry it down the stairs, right, I realized that the bottom of it wasn't completely flat like most things. It actually had a really sharp groove into it. So it literally was stabbing into my hands. It was actually really painful.
Ouchie.
Yeah, like it would have been better if we would have just like tipped it long ways and carried it down, but we'd have to pull out the drawers or flip it the other way. But we were already committed by the time we got to the stairs. And so it's just like, fuck.
Yeah. I feel that. It's like, well, we are where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's check these bad boys out. The cleansing.
So Bikini Bottom is currently at war with the 9 rings. Am I right?
Yeah.
Is it the 9 rings or is it the 9 circles? Did I just mess up my own thing?
Yeah, I didn't want to correct you because you made it, you know? You can call them whatever you want.
Well, I mean, it literally
it's
says
because-
the 9 circles.
Whoa,
Yeah,
whoa,
but
whoa.
I'm-
What are you, hold on. What is this? Destanu consonants?
Nothing else matters except the fact that Bikini Bottom is tearing apart the 9 circles.
Well, the
For now.
Destanu consonants has a 2 million fleet up in the L gate.
They'll do nothing.
They will do
All
nothing.
right.
They will sit
They
there.
will eat the captain. Yeah, Bikini Bottom is really giving it to the 9 circles right now.
Yeah, sometimes when you have unruly dragons, it's just really hard to, be a parent.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to be a parent.
Yeah.
Wait, Jay, are you telling me that there are 2 empires with a dragon?
What is
Hey
this?
guys,
Is this an empire for ants? It needs to be at least 18 times larger than this one.
I would be okay with 3 times bigger than this. Because the 9 circles has a vision.
Oh,
He's absolutely right.
dude, everybody's getting in on the fight against the 9 circles. Oh, Jonathan, Lavis Collective,
Well,
Cleansing.
yeah, bro. When people see things like for the taking, they're gonna take it, man.
Yeah. I guess so. I'm pretty proud of Lavis Collective in this one. It's gotten some pretty good size. Even though they haven't been a part of any major altercations, they've come out on top, considering all the major altercations, including fanatic purifiers. So they got the cleansing, you got the stay puffs that came in and were really wrecking havoc, and Lavis Collective stayed strong. Look at Jonathan too. Jonathan is such an interesting build because they don't really grow bigger. I've seen them this shape in both games back to back, and I think they could have gotten bigger, but they like that size for some reason. They just
Well, you do understand why the Jonathans are helping out Bikini Bottom, right?
why?
It's because they approved their parole.
Their parole.
But wait,
Someone.
we approved your parole. I just want to say, despite the Jonathan's misfortunes in both games, they've been standing all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been able to hold on. It'll be interesting to see what happens to the 9 circles because they've been able to hold on towards the end pretty frequently as well.
Yeah, but they're
Bikini
gone
Bottom's
now.
hit pretty hard.
I think this is the hardest they've ever been hit. Yeah, because they're getting direct frontal assault by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empires.
Hey, all I gotta say is the last, last season, the punch held on to that 1-star system. As long as,
Yeah,
the
that's
circles
true.
do the same.
Yeah, I guess the 9 circles could live.
So, do you know what I'm telling you? I'm telling you there's a chance.
There's a chance. The Lavis Collective's even getting in on it. So it'll be the 9 circles, even if they hold on to one spot, they're pretty much done. So it's going to be Bikini Bottom, the Lavis Collective, and Jonathan versus the Cleansing pretty soon. And then I think it'll be Peace, because Jonathan, while they are a criminal syndicate, one of the things that they do is they become friends with the people they try to take advantage of. So they become very difficult to attack.
Hey, all I gotta say is sometimes you remember the fallen empires more than you remember the victors. 'Cause who really remembers Agamemnon, but who always remembers Troy? Oh, sheesh.
I'm just saying, who remembers the Persians, but who really remembers the Spartans? You know?
Whoa. I remember both.
And Hover's like, Persia's still around, dude.
You know what I remember? I remember Achilles.
I remember the 300. Oh!
Do you guys remember the Titans? Because I don't.
Strong side!
Very forgettable. Yeah, not memorable at
I
all.
thought you were going to finish that for me, Hover. Obviously, you don't remember the Titans.
Very forgettable movie.
He
Very
forgot it. You
forgettable.
see, he forgot it. I didn't think it was forgettable. I love Remember the Titans.
Remember who?
Remember me, bitch.
Oh. Yeah, Jay, the Nine Circles is holding on.
Mm-hmm.
They're right in between the cleansing, which might make it possible for them to hold on.
So you're
Unless they
telling me there's a chance?
So you're telling me there's a chance.
Too bad Hippie isn't here. I bet he would be shocked with what happened with the Guido gang.
I know, it's quite striking.
Mm-hmm.
Both games, the Guido gang has been wrecked.
Yeah. It's been a very electrifying game this season.
Not going to dignify that one with the response.
Dude, this is such this is a Bikini Bottom game. I think we're going to have to do a PvP FC game on Friday.
I'm down.
Jay versus Avarice.
Yeah, it's going to have to be Jay versus Avarice because I will be at work.
Dun, 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 dun.
Actually, this Friday.
Gonna lose.
Actually, it's funny that you just started singing Here Comes the Bride because this weekend I'm going to a wedding. I forgot. I'm not at work on Friday.
Well,
So,
the odds of Avarice beating JT are slim to none, but I'll give it my best.
Bro, your best can be pretty terrifying.
yeah. I bet he's going to go for the fight them because
No.
then you can't attack him.
No, why would I do that? JT doesn't play like Nuker.
Har, har, har.
I'm not saying that you can. I'm just saying that you're not gonna be like, go right for the jugular, right here, right meow. So you're gonna be like tactician style. I gotta think about it. I mean, part of me thinks that the actual empire that might behoove me the best to play might actually be in a 1v1 might actually be the Austentate.
I plays the cleansing.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? If we're going 1v1, I mean, we're not beating around the bush, right? There's nothing else there.
Yeah, you just do a small map, no other empires. That's a true 1v1.
Realistically, I think if it is just a 1v1, Avarice would actually have an advantage.
Why?
I don't know. That's just the feeling that I get from the situation.
You got time and experience.
But we're also rusty, though.
True. Pretty rusty. I don't know, man. When it comes down to the actual battles in space, you got some pretty good moves. When it comes down to building and preparation, that's a different story. But once you got your ships out there flying around, That's
It all just comes down to if I walk away for 45 minutes or not.
What do you mean?
Oh, the joke is that Avarice will want it at like 1 speed or 2 speed sometimes, and then it'll disappear for 45 minutes.
Yeah. So your empires are so simple that you just set it and you walk away and there's no change that happens?
No, it's just I've played the mid game and the beginning game so many times that I literally just don't need to micromanage at all. I literally just can let it just go.
You don't try to like maximize every angle you possibly can.
Here's the thing, and this is what Nuker knows, which is I'm not a beginning game player. I'm an end game player, right? So I don't really start hitting my stride until I get to the first 100 years.
Yeah.
But if I ever crash my economy, ooh, watch out.
Yeah, you're so funny.
Well,
There's so much you can do at the beginning, you know?
yeah. But watch, I throw an audible and just become a pacifist empire.
It's pretty powerful, but in a 1v1, I don't know. Probably just all consciousness is gonna help in a 1v1.
I'll play as my hive mind.
Yeah, the hive minds will probably work really well.
Yeah, I mean, in a 1v1, like where we don't have other empires going against each other, it really comes down to output, right, in the beginning. And and I think the best way to do that is a devouring swarm.
Yeah, because you can do some really messed up stuff with it.
Yeah, I mean, you can't rely on becoming the crisis per se, because the crisis points literally comes, by attacking.
Yeah, so you don't get that extra like gain from having a very small match.
I've never actually played as a just all consciousness. Never played as a devouring swarm or purifier or hive mind.
And that's why no one will remember you.
Oh my god. Okay, you're going for Troy again. That's why no one will remember you. Alright. You're just stuck. Did you watch Troy last night or something?
Nope.
You just like to look at Brad Pitt, huh?
Nope. The inner thoughts of my mind are an enigma.
Or an enigma.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you're right. The 9 circles is holding on. They got one little spot. Everybody's at war.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to stay at war for like 45 more years. It's so funny how the empires will do that. They'll like get them locked into place and then they just won't kill them. It's like, no, we're good. We're going to stop right here.
Hey, all I gotta say is this should be the perfect quote for, Bikini Bottom, which is, what we did in this game was magnificent and glorious, but we fucked up the end game.
You're saying that's Bikini Bottom?
Yep.
Why do you think they messed up the end game?
They just can't finish, bro.
I mean, they have about, I would say 50% of the total area of this galaxy. Directly under their management.
So is the cleansing
No.
In recent games? No, not right now.
Oh.
In recent games, and look where they're at now.
What do you mean?
I'm saying that in past games, you know, the cleansing can rise and have almost half the galaxy underneath their foot. But then, look where they end up.
I think it's different when it's a devouring swarm because they have like a explosive potential, but then they also crumble faster.
But see, that's the thing. They're not a devouring swarm. The cleansing is fanatical purifier.
They're fanatic purifier. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like, because if they take a spot, they don't have to claim it. It's a double-edged sword. You know, when they're at war or something, they just lose it so quickly.
Well, so what's interesting too about the cleansing, which is one of the reasons why I like using them, is that their people can still survive, right? Because a devouring swarm, their people have to be eradicated. They're disconnected from the hive, you know?
Yeah.
When they're not in control. The cleansing, though, is just a belief. And so you can take them and still have their people. So it's not as much as a Scorch Earth campaign compared to the cleansing. Because the cleansing, you can still use the resources for an empire taking them out. That's one of the reasons why we see how Bikini Bottom grew so strong this match, because they took a lot of the cleansing's territory.
Yeah.
So by doing that, they're using their resources, their people, to benefit themselves in comparison to the last spawn. Because the last spawn, which is a devouring swarm, once they lose that strength, once they lose, you know, their territory, people don't get to use it. So who's ever taking out the cleansing, the last spawn, is actually at a loss by the end. The only thing that they're gaining is security, like, from them.
Yeah.
Compared to the cleansing, is which when you take them, you get to use their resources for your own benefit.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that if the cleansing starts to lose grounds, it's a cascading effect because they're not causing the opponent to lose resources.
Exactly.
Yeah. So the cleansing could go down any minute once this war finishes with the 9 circles, that is.
Once this war is done, I call stalemate.
Could be.
The cleansing stalemate.
I think once this war is over, the cleansing is going to be the next chopping block.
Could be. Only time will tell.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Wow, look at Bikini Bottom's fleet strength too.
Yep, I know. It's insane.
Is it insane in the membrane?
Dude, I'm impressed. And you know what? The person that created this, just so we're clear, I know he's going to be listening to this and probably be like, fuck you, Avarice. But the person that created this doesn't impress me in Stellaris. So the fact that it's impressing me is crazy.
Most impressive.
Yeah, but to be fair, Ruckus is just learning Stellaris, you know?
That's why I said it. Look, it's not that Uncle Ruckus is any means a bad player. It's just that he makes up his own characters in D&D and poofs them in. I just don't know how well he can do that in Stellaris.
Yeah.
I've never seen somebody do it until I met Uncle Ruckus. It was amazing. We're sitting there playing D&D, and he goes, and this guy with suspenders walks up to me and says, hey. And I say, hey, back. Like, where did this dude with suspenders come from, bro?
No, do you want the actual specific thing that happened? Because I do remember it.
I don't remember. I just remember it was hilarious.
He's like, I need to get a horse back to town. So I walk up to this gentleman over here, and I'm like, sir, can I borrow your horse? He not only generated an NPC on his own, but he generated a horse as well. And I'm like, buddy, you can't do that. But here, just roll a d20 and tell me what you get. He's like, I got a 3. Yeah, you kind of realize right now that you're not talking to a man in suspenders with a horse. You're actually talking to a tree.
Yeah. Good times.
Someone went a little too hard on the sauce.
Mm-hmm. How was D&D last night?
We didn't play. I've literally had such a hectic work schedule where I've been working every single night.
Speaking of, Were you frustrated playing the engineer hover?
No.
Okay, I was like, you seem to be frustrated going off.
No. I actually built like this really sweet station in the back. Nobody ended up using it, but it was like
Because
a really
you know
cool
that
position.
you left, and just so you know, if you stayed for like another 30 minutes, you would have gotten massive amount of points. We won.
Oh, amazing. Well, the thing is, I had to go because my girlfriend and I told her I'd be off at 11. And
Oh,
so
see.
we were playing, and it was like,
Oh,
was I
got
gonna
it.
be on the
Got it.
silver
Yeah, I
round?
couldn't hear you over all the gunfire, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But what I can tell you is that Jerry went from level 7 to like 16.
No, does he outrank me?
Yeah.
No.
Sounds like Jerry.
Dude, HE double hockey sticks, man. That game gets hard. Where?
Beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me. Is that what we're referring to? Avarice.
What?
Avaroni.
What? I'm messaging my buddies. I'm making sure that I harass them about Stellaris Warzone.
Ooh. Ah. Ooh. That's it, I'm not going.
Well, I have to harass them. They're my friends.
You have friends.
No, I don't. But I try to think I do.
Friends? I'll do any choice if I have friends. I miss Cole. Everest, you want to hear something funny?
Yes.
So, one of the last games of Stellaris I played, I was just playing single player. And I was like, alright, I'm going to be kind of a small empire this time. I'm not going to go for a huge land grab. I'm going to focus on, like, just solidifying my position, fortifying it, and expanding from it. And 30 minutes into the game, I literally grabbed territory kind of off the galaxy from, like, the northern side of the galaxy all the way down to the southern side of the galaxy. And I'm like, well, there goes that idea.
Dude, what was it? There was the game where we had an empire that made basically a straight line from like the 1145 all the way down to the 630. I think that was funny. It was just one straight pillar of an empire.
Who, me?
Yeah, I remember you had it from like 1145 all the way down to the 630, like a straight snaky line.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. I remember I was like at the bottom at the 430 taking over that side. I'm like, oh, fuck, there's Jay. And I'm like, how did you get there? He started at 1130. Beeline it, bitch.
Yeah, dude, literally this one game that I'm playing, I started in the top left, right? So let's just say like 130, and I expanded all the way down to 6.
Yeah, for those that pay attention, those that do play Stellaris, what is your craziest move that you have made in like formation? What did it look like? Was it an S? Was it an L? What did your empire shape out to be? Was it a straight line from top to bottom? Did anybody circle the whole inner circle, go around the whole white center and then expand outwards?
That is actually extremely hard to do. That is extremely hard to do.
I would say one of my funniest expansions was I literally was playing against Hover, and Hover wanted to fight me, and I think it was Uncle Ruckus, or it could have been Hippie. I really don't remember. But it was funny because he wanted to fight us both. But then Uncle Ruckus was at the bottom of the map, and I was at the very top. And then I ended up just taking a huge pizza slice out of the galaxy. Where literally I had like a pizza slice. I had probably like 1/5 of the galaxy under my control within the first 100 years.
The pizza pie.
Do you remember that game, Hover?
With you, me, and Snooker?
No, it wasn't Nuker. It was somebody else. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was either Hippie or it was Uncle Ruckus. And remember, you wanted to be the bad guy, and you were at the bottom part of the galaxy, and I was at the top part of the galaxy. But then whoever we were playing with was right next to you.
Was it Cole?
It could have been Cole.
It could have been Cole.
Well, here's the question: did the game end with an argument in alcohol?
I don't remember how it.
Well, I mean, that's how we can tell if it was Cole.
Yeah, I don't remember how it ended, but I wanted to be the villain. And then JT was running an extremely powerful, like, I don't even know what you call it. He was just.
I've never played a game with Cole where he hasn't rage quit.
Well, it's a frustrating game.
No, I hear you. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of Cole, congratulations to Cole, who's not paying attention to our stream, but he is now officially married.
Mm-hmm.
And he's married mill to mill. So go Cole. I can't believe that fucking troll that lived under a bridge got hitched. But it happened.
Yeah, he's now a loving husband.
We also have another marriage coming up. We got Squirt's marriage coming up in 3 months.
Congratulations.
So congratulations, Squirt!
My sister gets married next month.
JT's sister gets married next month. Woot woot!
And I'm going to a wedding this weekend for some of my friends.
Fuck over.
It's going to snow in there too. Apparently, we might get snowed in.
So Hopper's going to a glacier this weekend.
Sorry, what?
What?
I said Hopper's going to a glacier this weekend.
Yep. I swear I heard another voice in here.
No, it was just me.
And you're hearing things.
Mm-hmm. Because a second ago I said in the walls, blue screen slime. Ah!
Oh, it was that. Yeah. So this war is just crawling along.
Look, it's not even crawling along. I'm telling you, we're 100 years out now, Hover. We've never been this close going in. So
Yeah, on day 2.
what we're an hour in, 100 years ago.
Well, we only made it 30 years just now.
It's been 30 years.
But about a year every 2 minutes. Yeah, that's the average at least. If a year is 2 minutes, then it's 1 minute for 6 months. So that should be 10 seconds a month. Let's see.
Take your time. Hover's all over here. Carry the 1.
No, I already got it. I'm counting to see if that's actually the average. You can pause it.
I'm out there. You guys hold the fort. I'm out there doing promotions.
Yeah, actually, it is almost exactly 10 seconds a month. So yeah, it's close to about 30 years in an hour.
And a Batman symbol.
And the Batman symbol. Where's the Batman symbol?
Why don't you bend over and I'll show you?
Oh my god. That was bad. You're gonna get us all canceled.
Good. If I can't get us canceled, are we really a stream?
Right. That's what all the big streamers are doing these days.
Getting canceled?
Yeah, let's follow their footsteps.
Just work on getting canceled.
Yeah, that's what it takes to be successful in this town.
Amen. We have to make sure he's not falling in his grandfather's footsteps. What? Footsteps. What? No. What is it? Young Frankenstein fans out there? I see how it is.
Oh, what are you talking about?
He's falling in his grandfather's footsteps.
I know my putting on the
Footsteps.
Ritz.
Is Young Frankenstein about like Frankenstein's grandson or something?
Oh my gosh. I don't
my
want to.
God.
Oh my god.
Where's my hammer?
Oh
Where's my
my
fucking hammer?
god.
I reserve it for men, but I'm pulling it out for you.
Oh
Jesus
my
Christ.
god. I can't believe that was even said.
I know. That's really disappointing, Hover. That's really
What?
disappointing. You've never seen Young Frankenstein? This band?
No.
Do you,
All
do
right,
you-
drop.
just so we're clear.
Close the shop early today. You're driving to Fresno, and you're gonna come visit me. We're
Dude,
gonna watch the goddamn movie.
Why is that
The
good?
fact that you're your age and you're not versed in Mel Brooks movies confuses me.
Oh,
But
it's a Mel Brooks movie?
Yeah.
what?
It's hilarious, bro.
Oh, no way.
Secondly, for that, I'd have to say that only JT and I can now go with we're manly men. We're men in tights.
Oh, yeah. I love Mel Brooks. Baseballs, blazing saddles.
No, you can't. No, you didn't say Young Frankenstein. That's like
Young Frankenstein is so iconic.
that's
I
the
didn't
most.
know.
It's like the History of the World Part 1, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles. That's like the top 3 Mel Brooks umps right there.
Where are you going? I was gonna make espresso.
What Spaceballs isn't even on the radar, Hover.
What? Dude.
Serious. If you look at Mel Brooks's movies and the gross and like in the indie cults behind it, Spaceballs is on the bottom of his list. You know what else is down there? Robin Hood Men in Tights.
And that's another great one.
Yeah, but those aren't his top. Those aren't the most iconic Mel Brooks. When you're talking about iconic Mel Brooks, you're talking History of the World Part 1. You're talking Blazing Saddles. You're talking Young Frankenstein.
I give you the 15 commandments. 10 commandments. I'm just so disappointed in Upper right now.
I'm disappointed in you guys for never showing that to me.
Dude, that's not our responsibility to verse you in pop culture.
That movie is so iconic that literally, like, me and my dad just like quote it all the time. Me and my dad, growing up as a kid, we would have a skit to where we would reenact the scene.
Putting on the
where-
Ritz.
No,
Oh.
it was the Abby Normal one. So
Oh,
I would
oh,
play
really?
Igor. Yeah, he's like, Igor, can you sit down? And sits on the point. No, up here. Can you tell me whose brain I used? He's like, and you won't be angry? He's like, I promise I will not be angry. He's like, did you put Hans Stubrook's brain in the... No. Okay. Can you tell me whose brain you did put in? Abby someone. Abby who? Abby Normal. Abby Normal? Yes, I'm quite sure that was the name. He just looks at the camera and he's just, Abby abnormal. You mean to tell me that I put an abnormal brain in a 6.5 foot tall, 385-pound gorilla? Is that what you're doing?
Yep, that is iconic, and Hover's not there to witness.
I know, it's so sad.
Well, hey, here's the thing. I'm actually have an advantage over you guys now because I can watch that movie for the very first time. You guys can't do that.
We've already done that.
Yeah, and that was so long ago. Now I have been given the gift
You know what?
of being able to
Speaking
watch
of, you know
that
what I
movie.
want to do, Hover, just for fun? I'm going to
What?
put in Mel Brooks in Google, and I'm just going to see what shows are the first ones that come up.
Well, first thing that's going to pop up is probably his biography, but yeah.
Well, yeah. But when it comes to his movies, what's the first ones that comes up?
I type in Mel Brooks dong and then click on the first picture that comes up.
Look at it. The first thing that comes up for Mel Brooks is Young Frankenstein.
Oh my god.
Then
Amazing.
History of the World. Then Blazing Saddles. So just give you an idea of how you're basically like, yeah, I watched Mel Brooks, except the best one. You get what I'm saying here? You get the irony in that, right?
Irony.
Yes.
Like that's like going, man, Josh Whedon, I love Josh Whedon. He's a great director, the best, but never watched Firefly.
I've seen Firefly.
That's not the analogy I'm trying to make.
No, I've seen Firefly. They bring Firefly back.
What I'm getting at is like somebody that watches the Avengers and goes, oh, the Avengers is done by Josh Whedon. It doesn't get better than that. Josh Whedon's the best. Well, have you seen Firefly? What the fuck's Firefly? Like, you don't know who fucking Josh Whedon is. Get the fuck out of here.
The Avengers is such a good saga. Have you ever seen Iron Man? What's Iron Man?
I saw all of those actually.
I'm just saying.
I always skip past Young Frankenstein because I thought it was like
black
an
and white.
easy movie. Well, no. The thing is, there's been so many Frankenstein renditions over the years. I was just like, I just don't want to see another Frankenstein movie, you know?
But
I
this
didn't
is
realize.
the Young Frankenstein is a comedy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was Mel Brooks, though. That's the thing.
It's literally on the title. Mel Brooks's Young Frankenstein.
Bear. I think I'm going and looking it up all the time. It's not exactly on Netflix.
It's not exactly on Netflix. You can legitimately account share your Xbox with JT or myself, and I'm probably on our Microsoft account since Young Frankenstein because we bought it on some Xbox sale for 99 cents on a Mel Brooks deal.
What are you talking about? I don't even have it on my Xbox. I have that shit on DVD.
But I have it on my Xbox too. That's like saying I have Firefly, just so you're clear, and you've been to my house. You know I have Firefly DVD sealed, Firefly digital Xbox, Firefly digital hard drive. All right? I'm not losing Firefly.
How many ways are you going to watch it?
It's not about watching it. It's about in case there's an apocalypse, I want to be covered. I'm not losing it.
It's just so iconic, Hover. I just can't believe you haven't seen it.
Yeah, now I'm starting to wonder if my life has been a lie, you know?
It has. From the sound of it, it has. It explains unhappy childhood.
They explain so much of Hover's
first
box
relationship breakup. No.
The what? The what, Jay?
I said your first breakup, and it all contributes to you not seeing the movie.
Oh, I thought you said your parents splitting up. I was like, the what? I was like, that was fucked.
Oh my god, no, that's so fucked.
No,
I
no,
invented it, probably.
no. That happened because of a weird showing. They thought it was Young Frankenstein, but they actually walked into the Rocky Horror Picture Show. They came out different.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was.
Hey, I do not use personal things against people unless they do it to me first, and then it's just like, well, the gloves are off.
Gloves,
The gloves are off.
patent pending.
I normally don't have to take personal shots at people. I don't really like to do that.
Oh, I'm gonna take personal shots at you. You ready? I'm going for your kneecaps. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. You're no good, yellow, dirty, rotten, pig stealing, great pig stealing grandpa.
You no good, ugly, yellow, pig stealing, great. You no good, ugly, yellow, cotton-headed baby bugger.
Oh, that's gonna get it. You just gotta spend. It was you. It was Hover that did it the whole time.
What?
You gotta
Say
stand.
something again.
You racist.
That's the first time I've ever said it.
And you're the one that's getting us. We didn't go that far.
How dare you?
How dare thy?
Hagrid's 10 times the man you'll ever be.
Dude,
JT's
okay. True statement. True. Oh, Bikini Bottoms is on a move. True statement, though. If you could attend any class at Hogwarts, what would it be? One class.
one class.
One.
Potions.
That's a tough one. That's
Actually,
a really tough one.
The problem is it's a catch-22 because realistically, you can't do anything since you don't have magic. Even if you can attend the class, you really can't do anything because you don't have any magic.
Okay. Let's bend the guidelines. We're in a world of magic. You can attend one class at Hogwarts. What class is it?
More like guidelines.
I don't remember all the classes.
No, then some of them weren't memorable enough for you to want to attend.
Potions.
No, don't help him.
Okay.
I don't know. There's like the ones where there's like the herbicology,
That's what I do. I do horticulture.
horticulture.
I'm doing
I'm sorry
Professor Spriggins.
I'm sorry, you guys both talked at the exact same time. All I heard is culture.
Average, you go first.
I said horticulture.
Horticulture? What's that?
Herbology.
Oh,
Plants.
Okay. And it's Professor Sprout.
Well, wasn't it like in the game Spriggin? Or something like that? No, maybe not.
No, it's Professor Sprout.
Okay, well, Sprout,
Oh yeah,
whatever.
I forgot the game came out.
Which one?
Well, the most recent one that was like a phenomenon.
Hogwarts?
Oh, see that one? Okay, so that's different because that's like 100 years ago.
Well, it doesn't matter which one. Just which one would you want to attend? I mean, the classes are pretty much the same.
No, it can be vastly different. What's the? Imagine going to what is it? Defense Against the Dark Arts and having Lockhart be your professor.
Your BO.
I mean, if it was Gilderoy Lockhart, I mean, him and I think we would get along pleasantly.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. Like, we both have an infatuation with ourselves.
He's like, Harry, don't you enjoy this detention of helping me write back my fan mail?
I'll be like, hey, once we're done with your fan mail, let's do mine.
So I have an interesting question for you about Harry Potter, right? So, do you think, so you remember, you saw the movies, right? Avarice?
Yes.
Okay, so you remember, what is his name? He's the new potions Slughorn.
Are you talking about the one that goes to the armchair?
Yes.
Okay.
The stuffing around the middle comes naturally. Anyways,
Phyllis,
So-
are you talking about Phyllis Ferralis?
I'm talking about Professor Slugmore. But
Yeah.
anyways,
But he makes the Ferris Ferralis.
yeah, the liquid luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I'm referring to. So, do you think that in the scene where you see him drinking a vial right before the Battle of Hogwarts, do you think he was drinking some liquid luck?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. So, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I saw that movie at maximum stonage, right? Like maximum. Like I went so high that I could have been floating. And when he took the liquid luck, it went, Professor! I almost pissed myself. I died.
Professor.
I died, dude. I died. He was like, Harry, he's like, Professor! You go to the T.
Harry. Yeah, he's Russian. Harry. Professor.
Professor!
I can't a good conscience let you wandering the grounds at night? And might as well come along then.
He did that so well. I mean, Daniel Radcliffe played that off like a perfect stoner. I'm just saying. It was perfect. I died.
I liked probably the best movie for me was probably Goblet of Fire.
Oh
I
man,
like-
you're a Twilight fan too, aren't you?
Yeah, must be.
You dirty birdie.
It's funny.
Why'd you have to go and kill Cedric?
The Goblet of Fire was one of my least favorite ones.
Yeah,
My
it's one of
favorite
mine
was The
too.
Prisoner- My favorite one was The Prisoner of Azkaban. But my favorite book, out of reading all the books,
Chamber of Secrets, his book. It's got to be
No.
the Chamber.
nope. What I really loved was The Half-Blood Prince.
Really?
Yeah,
I
just
would say that the Half-Blood Prince movie was amazing, but the book compared to the Chamber, to me, the Chamber of Secrets was the coup de grace. Like you have this Philosopher's Stone, in my opinion, really written childlike, right? Then you have the Chamber of Secrets where it adds substance.
Which goes very dark. I understand. But no, man, I just loved the depth of what happened in that compared to the movie, because the movie skipped over a lot of parts. So, because you get to see the evolution of the relationship between Harry and Ginny, you get to see the crisis that Malfoy's going through.
Yeah, I think
see-
you are right that if they added the Jenny in the last of the books, the Jenny scenes, the ending would be more of a what the fuck moment, where people are like, why didn't he end up with Hermione? Well, they took out all the Jenny scenes.
Yeah, so you don't get to see that development, the progression of their relationship.
Correct.
It's like a movie, you just get to see. Go on.
I thought Harry Potter was gonna die.
He did die.
He did.
Well, I thought him and Voldemort were gonna jump off a cliff, and he was gonna die right there.
They did die.
So, no, he didn't read the books. He's just talking about the scene when he saw him grab Voldemort in the credits. He's like, we do this together. And then he fucking, jumps off the cliff.
Yeah, I thought they were both gonna die right
They
there.
did die.
So, something that I
No,
didn't
what do you think? He got older and had kids and stuff.
Oh.
Oh, my God. You ever
Dude,
seen that,
Are
anime,
you like what
trope
the
where
whole
character
premise of the
joins
last
the
half of the
dead?
books?
What?
You're missing the whole premise of the last 5 books.
Why? What was the premise?
What were they after?
Voldemort.
Besides the Horcruxes, what were they looking for?
Voldemort.
No, there's 3 items.
3 items.
One's a triangle, there's a circle, the other one is
Stick.
a line. You put them together.
They create the.
It may be the name.
I honestly
the
don't know, man.
actual. What is the name of the last movie?
The Deathly Hollows.
Yeah, something like that. Deadly
So,
Hallows Part
so
2.
the circle stands for the rebirthing stone.
The
So-
resurrection
The
stone.
resurrection stone. So, all right, off it. So when Harry and Voldemort died, Harry was resurrected with the resurrection stone.
No, that is a misconception. He wasn't. He had the choice if he wanted to die or not, because Voldemort's soul was in him. So he got to choose at the crossings if he would die or if he would allow that part of Voldemort die. And that's the whole thing. And that's why he still lived. Because that killing curse hit him, but that would hit, that part of the soul that was also in him.
Oh, interesting. I haven't seen the movies in so long.
You need a refresher
But-
course.
But the resurrection stone couldn't bring people back to life, though. It could bring their image, but that was Death's way of making people, want to kill themselves to be with the people on the other side, right? That's the whole reason why he kind of did these things. And so what's interesting, though, is the symbolism between, was that really Dumbledore that Harry was talking to at the end, or was that Death? Because Death comes to him as an old friend. He embraces Death as an old friend. And that's who we saw in that crossing, right? In that railroad
No, it
station.
that makes sense. But however you want to look at it, there's so many factors that play into it. Aren't they? Isn't there another chapter? I think isn't there another chapter of movies coming out or something like that, or books, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, I think it's like the next generation or whatever.
The Next Generation.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. The book already came out, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I haven't.
I think it's called like The Cursed Child or something like that, but I don't really know.
Harry Potter on the USS Enterprise.
What?
You're not getting the crossover reference?
Well, why would we put him on Star Trek?
It's Star Trek Next Generation.
Did you ever heard the saying, space is where horror movies go to die?
Why? Because they take a horror movie and put it in space, and that's the end.
Yeah, that's like the end of a franchise. So you got like Jason in space, Freddy Krueger in space,
Oh, right.
Michael Myers in space.
So they're doing Harry Potter in space, and like you'll think that's it.
No, that was a joke. It's like that's where Harry Potter goes to die, is in space.
That would be pretty funny.
The
He
final
wears a
result.
red shirt.
It's funny, so this might be a controversial statement, but I realistically don't like it when they end a storyline and then they try to continue it with their kids, right? But then they nerf the main character in those stories.
For sure. Why are you gonna like? They literally have the person that was the most powerful in the world that can train them, and you're gonna give them no power at all. The only time that I actually liked it being successful, and I know this is gonna sound weird, is High School High or whatever, Sky High.
Yeah.
Because like once he got his powers, there was no stopping him. Once he came to it, it was just he was a little late hitting puberty.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're totally on the point. I don't like ones where they nerf the children.
Agreed.
Nerf
Make
the
them more
children.
powerful.
So nerf the children and nerf the parents.
Or either or.
Yeah, because realistically, I feel like, the parents' skill and power level is great. But when you do it to where it's like very simplistic things can trump them up, I'm like, that wouldn't happen,
I think a good example of an ever-evolving parent that becomes stronger and stronger throughout the time is Goku. I don't think
Yeah,
he
he's the
ever.
only
I don't
one.
think he ever de-accelerates his progression.
Yeah, he's the only one that gets stronger and stronger. It seems like the Marvel characters also over time get more powerful.
No, they don't.
You know?
I beg to differ.
Well, from their first incarnations to like
Definitely look at Hulk.
why?
Look how they massacred my boy.
I feel like he's still pretty strong at the end.
Not when he's combined with his human self. Like the rampaging Hulk is way different than the collective.
And it's like if you know the stories like the comics Hulk, oh my god, he just like ascends so much higher than what he is right now.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, comic book Hulk is that's a force to be reckoned with. That's probably like the scariest mother trucker in comic book world is comic book Hulk. I said this was just gonna be like a dying end here. Bikini Bottom's got this pretty much in the bag. The Loudest Collective, though, has a pretty big... They're coming up, too. Let's take a look here. No, but they're still... You're in 5th place! JT!
Always.
Where is the 9 circles?
Just look for a small corner somewhere.
I am. Where the fuck are they? Oh, because they're still in war. Interesting. They should be wiped out here now.
You know what's funny? Something I just realized. I have not played games in probably like a week.
I've been playing Remnant. A lot of Remnant.
But I thought it was funny because you were like, if I get you this game we played, I'm like, actually, this game looks really interesting. And then we never talked about it again. And then I've just been like, gone. I disappeared.
Yeah, it is what it is. The pause, the long pause. Oh, wait.
The ominous pause.
Yeah, the ominous pause.
It's almost as scary as the ominous thing. If you guys could live for any number of years, even immortality if you wanted it to be, how many years would you choose?
Wait, rephrase the question. Say the question again.
So if you could choose how long you live, right, and your body would age appropriately towards that, you could live forever if you wanted to be. You could live for 20,000 years. You could live for 100 years, or you could live for 5 minutes. What number would you guys choose?
Is mortality still on the table?
In what way do you mean?
Like, can you off yourself?
Like, if you're immortal, can you off yourself?
Technically, if you said that I wanted to live 10,000 years, right? But do you have the option to off yourself between that?
No.
Okay. 100 years.
From this moment, or you just die when you're 100?
100. Die when you're 100.
Okay.
Good time to turn the lights out. But it depends, too. Like, I mean, if population is on the rise, like right now, I wouldn't mind saying 60.
Well, you do know the population isn't on the rise right now, right?
Did you say isn't?
It is not on the rise the way that people think. People are worried that we're going to be overpopulated, not have enough resources, but that's not actually the case.
I'm not worried about the resources or the space. I'm more worried about the trajectory of the human mindset and how we're creating. I know that it doesn't say, but we're creating, in my opinion, less responsible humans and more responsible technology. And when that fails, the humans left aren't going to know what to do, and there's going to be too many of them. It's going to cause panic.
Well, I think it's not even a scenario like that. So I feel like one of the biggest problems that we're having right now is that with automation and advancement and just technologies, the job pool that is available for people with lower IQs is shrinking rapidly. So there's going to be a large percentage of the population whose IQ doesn't meet the standards of just the bare minimum of just getting by at this point. And so that's a big problem. That being said, what I referred to as the population is slowing is that the generations that are replacing, the previous generations is actually declining in size in comparison to the last one. So if we have an economic system, or if we have a system that exists where the young basically have to take care of the old in some economic field or in some economic way, we're getting to this point to where it's not going to be sustainable to work that way, because just the people entering the job market is diminishing. Then on top of that, the experience that those individuals would have is also decreasing as well. So think about, the Great Recession that we had back in 2008. Those are several years that the job market declined rapidly, and there was a very long period of time that people just lost 2, 3, 4 years of experience of working in jobs because of how small the job field was. And so because of that, we're having more people who are less qualified to work certain jobs. They've lost certain experience that previous generations haven't had a problem of. And on top of it, more people are retiring than the amount of people who are entering the job market to replace them. So because of that, we're going to basically get to a point where we don't have enough people to work the jobs. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why people are trying to move towards automation with AI to kind of reciprocate that kind of loss or that deficit. That makes sense. The only nice thing is that with the United States, even though our next generations aren't having as many kids, so the population is growing as much to replace them, we saw the huge amount of immigrants coming in, which kind of fills that void, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But as a whole across the planet, it's not going to be great. So we're going to see a pretty good economic shift on how things are done within the next 20, 30 years.
I mean,
But granted, you could say that about every generation, really. realistically.
I mean,
the
like
economics.
there was this article written like how every generation thinks the generation behind them is more lazy, but it's actually
Oh yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah.
the statistics prove that the actually the generation in front of them has been more productive. And I get it. It's just a different kind of work, and I think that's where people mistake, and that's where my concern is. Right? It's not that we're getting. I don't think that we're raising dumber children. I think that we're raising children that are too smart. Like the criteria just to pass high school is crazy compared to the criteria in the 1940s, right?
Well, and on top of that, you're overloading these kids with more time, so they don't actually have downtime to rest. And that's why you have kids who are exhausted, when they're at school, falling asleep in class and stuff like that, because literally their bodies are still developing, but you're bombarding them with all this knowledge. Then at the same time, you could also argue that kids who are actually striving and more intelligent when they're younger, when they're not stimulated and challenged at that young age, that's why they burn out. So you could be a very bright student when you're younger, but if you don't get the stimulation that you need to keep furthering that growth, and you just have to go the regimented kind of school system way, a lot of times those people burn themselves out, and then they have these problems later on because then they advance so quickly, stopped putting effort in, and then because they stopped putting effort in, their development completely stopped. And so not only are you not capitalizing on this ability that this next generation has, but they're actually falling behind after it because there were how do you say it? They're getting burnt out too quickly, and then they're not getting the stimulation that they need to keep evolving, to keep learning. And then at that point, they become stagnant and then disinterested in what they're actually learning. And then because of that, in the long run, their IQ overall, their intelligence, their their ability to learn drops. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So what I was getting at was that they're advancing so much that the skill sets have changed, and that the mentality of how to do just the basic things are getting forgotten. And so my fear is that we're going to become so advanced that the basic stuff that holds us together is going to break, and no one is going to know how to fix it. That's my only concern. Like 100 years from now, I don't think that there's going to, or maybe 1,000 years from now, I don't think that we're going to have the right knowledge to know how to fix the dams from 100 years ago. You know what I mean?
I disagree with that, but I do agree with you in the sense that the basic skills that are needed to survive, if there's any kind of wrench that gets thrown in the system and it cannot be fixed quickly, then the system will collapse. And the rudimentary things that people need to know to just basically survive, which is growing food, purifying water,
like the
shelter.
foundation.
Exactly.
That's what I'm getting at. Like when the star bridge collapsed, that planet didn't know what the fuck to do. Right?
The star bridge collapsed. What do you mean?
When the star bridge came down on the planet, the elevator, right?
Oh, you're talking about the Expanse, right?
No, foundation.
I'm sorry, the Foundation. Why did I say the Expanse? Yes, the Foundation.
And when the star bridge came down and hit the planet and did a full wraparound, that planet was in total chaos after that. Like people were dying 99 floors down because of lack of food and necessities. The pipes are following, the maintenance is dying. No one knows how to fix it because the technology is no longer there.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you have 100 million people die, it takes a long time to pick up those pieces, even if you have billions of people on the planet.
Agreed. Absolutely.
But so that is an example from a sci-fi movie that's generations in the future. So I kind of understand what you're trying to use that for. But let's just think of the basic rudimentary things. What is one thing that we cannot protect ourselves from if it really hits us? A solar flare. And that is the most catastrophic thing that could basically disrupt our system.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I mean, I naturally have FPS 1 million. So, I think I got myself covered.
You naturally have frames per second 1 million. Is that what you said?
Whatever they call it. What do they call the stuff per second? What do they call the stuff that they put on you? Is it FPS? I don't know what they call it.
Oh, you're talking about sunscreen.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. So I'm not talking about a solar flare that burns the planet.
I was being sarcastic.
What
I got
talking about?
sunburned when we went to Seattle. That's
Oh my god, that was so
Sup,
was so
Crispy?
bad. That was so bad. You look like a ripe tomato, bro.
It wasn't that bad.
It was that bad. It was that bad.
It wasn't.
You look
that
like
bad.
Skeletor with a sunburn.
It was that bad. You got burned pretty bad. I literally remember we weren't even halfway through the day when we got to the coffee shop, and I just saw the light hit your face, and I looked, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, Crispy's about to have a birthday.
You were walking to the bathroom, and I literally just turned, I'm like, you saw hats here? She's like, yeah.
Yeah. That
Crispy's
one's done.
about to have a birthday.
Who?
Crispy.
Oh, Crispy? When's Crispy's birthday?
I don't know, but you sound like you're in a box.
Do I?
August 14th. 5 days. Good. Use that birthday money and subscribe to our channel and support the horse. Use those Amazon gift cards.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but that's getting really loud.
He's opening and closing like a little circular thing that make metal on metal contact. I don't know.
Wait, I'm not really doing anything actually. Can you guys
Yeah, I don't, like, did you go outside or did you switch from like headphones to regular phones? Because whatever it was, we just picked up like cars driving by, like you opening and closing a door. I don't know what it was. That was just super loud, really quickly.
No. I don't know why. But it sounds good now.
Yeah, you sound fine now. Just a moment ago, I was just like, Jesus.
It's funny how sensitive my speaker can be. You know, my mic will pick up everything. Or sometimes it like barely hears me. The 9 circles is still holding on, huh?
We lose him again. Yo, JT.
What's up?
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Not Hover.
You're not wrong.
Oh my god. That was a good one. Oh. Man, if I had $1.
What, for every time Hover disappeared?
Oh yeah. Man, if we had $1 for every time Hover disappeared, I would while streaming, our stream would be super successful right now.
Hey man, I gotta work, bro. You guys are lucky. Lucky I'm here at all.
Put that work in, son. You like being here. Shut the fuck up.
I do.
Know your role. He's like, shut up. I run season 2. Yes, sir.
It's controversial. Controversial.
If you like pina coladas. You know what's
Bro,
funny?
I just realized this game that I'm playing right
Is
now.
I know
this
my
is
friend
probably,
Daisha's watching, and I know when she's going into her text messages and text messaging boys when we go from 4 to 5.
this man.
Yeah, Crispy, sing it with me. Get caught in the rain. JT, get the next verse.
Me.
Okay, no one wants to sing with us, Crispy. It's okay.
Sorry, I just realized that in the game that I'm playing right now, I'm extremely far behind.
I don't know what you mean by that.
So I'm looking at one of my old Stellaris builds, right? It was something recently that I was working on, so I'm like kind of looking at it, and I'm like, all right, it's 90 years into the game, and my overall fleet strength is 9,000.
Wait, are you in a game right now?
I'm in a game right now, yes.
Oh shit. Your game might be more exciting than this. These AIs are really going hard.
And they declared war on me, of course. You got that song stuck in my head. You like pina coladas, or get lost in the rain. Fucking avarice. I wonder how powerful these guys are. I always think it's funny how, like, right when I realize how weak I am in comparison to where I need to be at, I get attacked.
Or you can say, when you're playing the bard, you're busking streets. I love my D&D. JT shut us down this week. No D&D. JT.
Bro, believe me, I would do it if I didn't have work.
JT went to sleep. This is super, super exciting, guys. The Bikini Bottom is slowly taking over the entire globe. Somehow the cleansing has managed to live.
They're kind of a big deal.
I don't understand how the 9 circles are still afoot. It makes no sense to me. They don't even have they don't even have a territory.
What do you mean they don't have territory?
They have no territory.
What do you mean they don't have territory?
There's no territory that's theirs.
I'll be the judge of this.
Who is this?
This is me. And that's Avarice. And you're Hover.
No, I am you. No, who are you guys talking about?
What?
What
Skeletor.
empire were you talking about?
Avarice, I'm coming in hot. Avarice, accept.
I'm accepting.
Yes, good. Good. Release your anger.
Are you getting in the match, Jay?
Mm-hmm. I'm taking over the 9 circles. This could be a really different game now.
No, you're not.
Imagine if I did.
You go with no fleet power. They still have 337 pops somewhere.
It's like, Avarice, you know I've come back from worse.
Negotiate for some territory.
Yeah, where do they have any
They
tech?
don't.
How could they still exist?
That's what JT's coming in to figure out.
What are the war goals?
Crisis War. Oh, the 9 circles is a crisis.
What?
Yeah,
they
it's
were the
a
crisis.
special event.
Oh my god. The 9 circles is like, you know what? That's actually hilarious. After the Stay Puffs and the cleansing, the 9 circles is like, yeah, I think I'm gonna need to go crisis.
This is insane.
That's so funny.
I just don't see them like they are non-existent in the world. They have no territory. How they're still alive boggles me.
Interesting. That doesn't make sense.
Maybe try saving, exiting, and reloading. I mean, I know it takes a little bit, but
No, we're down to the last 7 minutes, so it's all good.
Well, so the only thing that I can think of is they have a planet somewhere that is still under their control.
They do. It's
Right.
in Bikini Bottom.
No, I know, but I'm trying to find that specific planet.
It's right. Hades.
No,
they would still have the territory.
no, Hades has occupation.
Yeah, but they still have the planet Underworld. See?
No, they don't. You see how there's the symbol to the right?
Yeah, that's Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, so Bikini Bottom has invaded it. So that's what I'm getting
But
at.
they
is
have
that-
a fight. That's what I'm saying.
I understand that, but they automatically win if they take all the territory, right? So that means that there's some territory out there, some planet out there that they currently don't own yet. That's what I'm trying to find. That's why you see their populations of 309.
But there's nothing in the cosmography.
It is a total war.
Yeah, what? They must have a colony ship out there or something, right? Is that what it is?
That could be it, but then you think that you'd be able to see it on the map if you clicked on it.
Yeah, right.
Dark times indeed. Oh, the 9 circles like Icarus flew too close to the sun. Here, Avarice. Do you mind if I load into their empire just to see where it's at?
Well, actually, let's just do that on a pause after it's over.
Okay. Because the stream ends in
we're at
what,
the
5
end here.
minutes?
Yeah. And then save before you do that, just in case loading into it changes anything. I want to be able to go back. You know what you could do is go to their species and then try to figure out what planet that those species exist
I
on.
tried that. Yeah, we have 0 pop on Tiefling living on 6 planets in our empire. Four planets and 6. See, so somewhere. Well, we will have to find out next time in part 3 of the unboxing series. And this is where we'll end it. So thank you for watching. Bikini Bottom running the charts right now. Let's just look at the victory screen before we head off.
Been lovely. Heard about Harry Potter. Of course, Bikini Bottom has a commanding lead. I'm surprised Lavis Collective is so close. The Cleansing, very, very surprising they're still around. Uncharted and the 9 Circles. There's only 5 empires left. Man, this one ate itself, huh?
All right, you guys have a wonderful Wednesday. Enjoy Hump Day. Get through the rest of your week. We'll see you guys on Friday.
See you.